Hi, maryann brancaccio here at August Restaurant. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and classic soup in an Italian family is escarole with white beans and usually meatballs. But tomorrow we're making it without the meatballs because we have a few people who don't like beef. So I'm going to show you it can taste just as good without the meatballs. So first thing in this pot, get yourself a nice soup pot. I have 4 carrots I peeled, 2 celeries peeled and diced, and 2 onions. A little bit of extra virgin olive oil, bottom of the pan. We're going to turn this on, and we're just going to sweat those vegetables. I added a little salt and pepper to them to start the flavor going. And theory behind onions in soup is if you don't saute them a little bit, they'll always float to the top. If you want them to stay nice in the soup, give them a little saute at the beginning. And I am the queen of making soups here, so you get a shot of that, you hear that sizzling, just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. We're going to sweat that maybe for about 5 minutes while I get the escarole. You can see here, this looks like tons and tons of escarole. It's only 2 heads of escarole. The thing with escarole is you have to cut it up really to a nice size. It will wilt down a little, but you still want to remember it's a soup and you want it to fit in the spoon once it is wilted down, so it's got to be a nice size. But also with escarole, it's really, really dirty. So you have to really wash it until you don't see any more dirt at the bottom of the pan, the pot that you're washing it in. Now vegetables are sweated nice. Here I have 2 cans of beans. They're white kidney or cannellini beans, and they've been rinsed really well. You can use any brand you like, and you could use, dried beans and bring them back if you want, but there's absolutely no need to in the soup. There's nothing wrong with using these beans. And you can see how beautiful they look. They're pretty. The Italians, we love beans. We love anything. Beans, starch, whatever, We're not too fussy with Italians. We like a lot of things. We're going to take all this escarole, we're going to put it in here, especially if it has any kind of thing that would be like starch. That's what we're in. So this pot is going to be for, I think there's probably about maybe 12 of us tomorrow for dinner. Looks like it's a lot, but believe me, it's like spinach. It's going to all wilt down. So we're going to pour that on there. And I like to put a little salt and pepper to get it started. Salt, pepper. And now you can move it around a little, but it's not necessary. It's all going to go down, and then you'll be able to turn it around. So I'm going to add about 1/4 of chicken stock just to get it started. There's absolutely no need to add chicken stock, but because I have a restaurant, I always have it available to me. Just gives it a little extra boost, a little extra flavor. So now I'm going to put enough water in there to almost cover the escarole. Okay, now you can come over here and you can see how this is starting to wilt down. I tell you, it is actually becoming a pot of soup. See that? There's your liquid. You can see it's getting some color to it. And I added 2 more containers like this, which is probably about 2 more quarts. Don't think that, the amount that I show you is what you have to do. You can always cut any amount in half that I show you. But one thing about escarole soup is usually you want to make it for a party or, family get together. And believe me, this, even if you have a little left over, it'll freeze well. It will last in the refrigerator. Now here I have 4 boneless chicken breasts that I just diced up. They're not too big, not too small. It's a nice dice because they're going to now add more flavor to this. And this is going to cook, I like to cook it for, I'm going to say this is going to cook for at least an hour. Until I see all those greens, they actually lose the green. They become dark the way, they should in a soup. There's one thing people don't understand. Italians do not like bright green vegetables. We like them when they're like gray, they're all overcooked, they're mushy. So stands the reason we're going to do that with our soup. So that's why you didn't have to add the chicken till now, because you're going to cook this for at least an hour. First of all, the chicken's probably going to be cooked in about 15-20 minutes, but You want to leave it in there to get that flavor. So now get another look at this. You can see how the chicken's already in there starting to cook. It's already starting to turn white. So now I'm going to add a little more salt and pepper. But in the end is when you really want to season it, because it will evaporate a little bit. So that's when you're going to have to tell it. If you put too much in now, when it evaporates, it might be too salty or have too much pepper. So you always want to really finish your soups in the end with salt and pepper when you know that soup is done. So get a close-up of this, Ange. I have Angelo here today helping me, my nephew. He's the prep guy here all day, but not with me. So here's the chicken. I added chicken, 4 chicken breasts. See how nice it's cooking in there? See how it's starting to wilt, all the escarole and all? You want to keep it at a medium heat, and you want the soup to go bada boom, bada boom. My father used to say, the soup must go bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. That's how you cook soup. He was from Italy. He was a great chef. And I take that to heart. They're words of wisdom, trust me. Any soup you make, you let it boil like that, you're going to be fine. Now you can see the consistency of the soup now. How pretty that is. Give me a shot of that. Escarole soup, Orbeez Restaurant. This is how I do it. Enjoy your Thanksgiving.